It's Red Skelton. Brought to you by Geritol. Geritol, the remarkable new tonic that helps you feel stronger fast, brings you the comedy program that helps you feel happier fast, The Red Skelton Show. With the King Sisters. And David Rose and his orchestra. And starring Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's always, it's always surprising to walk out and have people to applaud, and you've never even done anything yet, A lot of people actually are afraid to applaud. It gives away the business they're in. Did you ever notice that? A stenographer, they applaud this way. People from Pasadena. Barbers, they applaud like this. Speaking of applauding, I played a theater once up in San Francisco. And I walk out, and they have white footlights, white border lights, and a white spotlight. And you can't see a thing. If the microphone had been chrome, you wouldn't have even seen that, So I go out and I do my act, and there's not a sound, not one whimper in the audience. So I walk off, and the stage manager says, "Take a bow." I said, "Do what?" He says, "Take a bow." So I walk out, and I bow, and I come back off, and he says, "Do an encore." I says, "Do an encore. Nothing's happening out there." So I walk back out, and I do something else. Now, with actors, when they start to lay an egg, that flop sweat comes out. So again, nothing is happening. So as I walk off, he says, "Take another bow." I says, "Would you do me a favor? I don't even believe there's anybody out there. Throw up the house lights, will you?" So as I walk out, they throw up the lights. Whole audience, Chinese, going. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a great honor that's been bestowed upon me. And now I'd like for you to meet a fella that really I'm very proud to be associated with. You've seen him quite a bit on the Ed Sullivan Show, and it's Ed Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen.
Red, it's mighty nice to see your smiling face again. Really it is.
Yeah, well, that's more than I can say for you.
Now, Red, don't give me that smiling. You know that I can smile. I guess.
Yeah. Oh, boy. This boy's a real Liberace,
What are you talking about, Liberace? There is a real serious smiler.
Now, you're not kidding. The other night Liberace played a concert, and his piano didn't show up, and he played his teeth for a half hour. What are you doing here in California?
Well, I came out to look for some new acts.
Some new acts? Mm-hmm. Say, I know a boy that does a trapeze act, and he'll travel. Daryl Zanuck's his name.
Red, it says I got brought back a lot of regards from New York for you. Fred Allen want to say hello to you.
Oh, fine.
Herb Schreiner.
Yeah.
Oh,
guys.
I want you to know, too, that all of us watch your show every week in New York. I think you're doing a wonderful job. And if you're ever in New York, Red, and I know you're coming on soon.
That's right.
You ought to drop over and be on our show, boy.
Well, that's a date for sure. By the way, I bumped into your sponsor the other day.
No.
Yeah, I got hit by Lincoln. I saw those new Lincolns, and they're really wonderful, you see.
Listen, you've got a good product, too.
I'll make a deal with you.
What is it?
You send me a Lincoln, and I'll send you a bottle of Geritol.
Throw on a cup of coffee, and you got yourself a deal. Red, I want to take this up with you because you've had a lot of experience out here. We're thinking of bringing our show out to California.
Oh? What are you going to call it? The Toast of the Smog?
What I would like to find out, or you can advise me on it, is how the audience out here would react to me live on a stage.
Oh, well, Well, there you are. And that was done without a cue card. Well, I'll tell you, this is a typical California audience. I'll tell you what. Why don't you pretend that this is the toast of the town, and you take over and make out like it's your own show right now and find out for yourself.
Is that all right?
Certainly. Go right ahead. It's all yours. Right ahead.
That's a real nice guy to let me do this. It's very, very unusual, certainly. I seem to be on comic shows these past couple of days because I was on Jackie Gleason in New York. He broke his leg. And now I'm out here and I'm with the great redhead. And I'm certainly out here in Hollywood. There are a lot of celebrities. In our show in New York, we have made a feature of introducing celebrities in the audience, and it brings into homes the faces of people that they're acquainted with. It sort of amplifies the whole scope of the show. Sitting out here tonight is one of the great stars of Hollywood, Dick Powell. Dick, where are you seated? Dick, can you stand up there and take a bow? How are you, Richard? Now, Dick's next picture, which he's just completed, is Susan Slept Here. It's produced by the daughter of a very dear friend of mine, one of the great newspapermen of our country. The mother's name, of course, is Luella. The daughter's name, Harriet Parsons. All right, would you stand up and let them see you? And I spot somebody out there in the audience that we've missed a great deal in New York because he filled a particular niche in the CBS programming section, of the network section, rather. When he was in New York, he did a show out of there. But he's got so much dough, he quit us. He came back out here to loll in the sunshine. Ken Murray, would you stand up, please? How are you, Ken? Ken is just working on a production now. Where were you? With the Bing Crosby Enterprises. How have you been, Ken? We had a couple of dancers from the coast on our show, and they're here tonight. They're MGM stars. We've never had anybody quite like them on our stage. Marge and Gower Champion. Incidentally, when are you coming back and play out that other date with us? All right. When I was writing sports, one of the greatest All-Americans ever came out of the Big Ten Conference was the chap I'm about to introduce. He was the all-time Michigan star, Tommy Harmon. Tommy? And sitting with him are two other athletes. I'm going to ask them to stand up. Paula G. Meyer, the national diving champ. And Norm Van Brockman, the Ram. Now, right in line with all of these champions here, there's a celebrated champ out here from the East. He came out here some years back with Fiddle the Barber, and there's a whole transflux of Eastern athletes to the coast, and I'd like you to meet him. Cauliflower McPug.
Oh, yeah.
Here he is, right here. Come up here, Cauliflower. I want to talk to you.
Nice to see you.
Cauliflower, nice to see you.
Oh, what's the hand? What's the hand, boy?
Cauliflower,
Yeah?
welcome to the Ed Sullivan Show.
Yeah, well, don't rub it in, boy.
Now, Cauliflower, there are a lot of athletes here tonight. Tell all of us, how did you keep in shape?
Oh, I keep in shape. I do a lot of work down at the gum. The gym. 24 hours a day I'm training. When do I sleep? When I'm fighting in the ring.
I know you're always in perfect condition.
Oh, yeah,
Cauliflower,
good condition.
because you do keep a strict training schedule.
Good strict.
Right?
Oh, strict, yeah.
You drink?
Oh, no.
Smoke?
No, I don't smoke.
Go around dancing with the gals?
No, and you know that's tougher than fighting.
Now, Cauliflower, tell us about your next fight.
Well, I got a big fight coming up on television. I get $15 in funeral expenses, you know.
Fight on television?
Yeah, my manager got it all fixed up for me. This is going to be a good one, boy.
A real television natural? Who's your opponent?
Betty Fournette. You know what, Ed?
What?
I have never been able to win a fight so I could say on television or on radio, "Hello, Ma." Walk up to a microphone and say, "Hello, Ma." That's always been my ambition, that it's "Hello, Ma."
Do it right on the stage. Let me have that microphone.
Do
in
it
here.
right now?
Yeah.
I can... Oh. Betty Fournette, or she get hit like a mule.
Folks, if you feel weak and run down, check with your doctor. But remember, your weak, run-down condition may come from a lack of certain essential vitamins. To help you feel better fast, take Geritol, a multivitamin dietary supplement that helps to quickly restore those vitamin deficiencies that may be the cause of your trouble. Yes, in just 24 hours. Vitamin-packed Geritol is in your bloodstream, carrying the essential vitamins to every part of your body. So if you're feeling weak and run down, tired and listless due to a vitamin deficiency, try Geritol, liquid or tablets at your drugstore. You'll feel better fast because Geritol is packed with all the essential energy-releasing vitamins. But be sure you get what you asked for. Geritol, Geritol. You will feel better fast within 7 days or your money back. Well, I'm sure you folks are all familiar with those desperados of the Old West, Jesse James, the Dalton Boys, and Billy the Kid, but what you probably didn't know is the most dangerous varmint of them all was a man named Deadeye. Suppose we turn back the pages of history and see if we can find Deadeye in his favorite hangout, the Golden Nugget Saloon.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent, of a clever race descendant. My star is on the ascendant, that's why I don't care. Oh, I don't care what they may think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky, let's say I am plucky, so jolly and carefree. I don't care if I do get the mean and stony stare. If I'm never successful, it won't be distressful, 'cause I don't care. I don't care what people think of me. I don't care, I just don't care. I still like me. C'est la vie, toujours gay. We're never gonna worry 'cause it doesn't pay. I loved a man once, he gave me the air. Now he's got 37 kids, a big fat wife, and his cupboard is bare. I don't care, nothing's gonna bother me 'cause I don't care.
Hey, it's Deadeye! Whoa! Whoa! Oh, come on, horse! Go on, horse. I'm going to get rid of him. It's the last thing I do. Anybody want to buy him? Don't steal the close-up, will you? This is the only horse in the world with a built-in U-turn. Hey, take him over to the blacksmith shop and get him some elevator shoes. Every time he runs, his stomach dribbles. Yeah. Say, where's the dancing girl? What happened to my gal Sue? Hey, Sue! Sue! Georgie! Hey, bartender. Who's that hombre?
Well, that's Hondo, the fastest man on the draw in the West.
Don't be silly. I'm the fastest man on the draw. Now, even John Wayne can't do that.
than me, it's gotta go.
Wait.
That spur keeps getting caught all the time.
Wait a minute, Red, you're only wearing one spur. What's the idea of that?
Well, I figure if I get one side of the horse going, the other side will just follow along. Yeah. What do we got today?
Well, what'd you like?
Oh, the usual thing. Yeah, just line them up there. Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, here's looking at you. Sure. I told those boys we needed lines here, but they says this would take care of it. Well, here's That's mighty dry gin.
Now, I've seen you for about 6 months, did I? What have you been doing?
I'm pretty hokey, but even I ain't gonna tell that joke.
Oh, come on now, did I ain't seen you for 6 months. What have you been doing?
Here it comes, folks. Ask me again.
All right, I ain't